The Washington Post alludes today to Donald Trump is libertarian. The budget that was presented yesterday, does that indicate a new libertarian Donald Trump or libertarian Mick Mulvaney or libertarian Senator Paul from Kentucky? Which is it?
You know, I'm just a reporter, but I don't see how that budget proposal yesterday is libertarian.
What is it?
At all. I think that it's more government spending. And in fact, I spoke with several Republicans yesterday, particularly those who were a bit perplexed at last week's 2-year government extension, government funding bill extension, who also said, I'll put it what Dave Bratt told me yesterday on the phone, which was that this is a quote unquote symptom of the swamp. Look, this has more government funding for a host of programs from infrastructure, opioid addiction, national defense. And look, I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't see how that's libertarian.
Is Speaker Pelosi taking a victory lap? Is she the majority party leader right now?
You know, here's what I would say about Minority Leader Pelosi is that she had a lot of pressure on her before last week, but that 8.5-hour essentially filibuster, not technically a filibuster, on DACA was something I think that rallied the Democrats behind her, and quite candidly, she needed it.
Kevin, does the fact that we've got midterm elections coming up this year change in any way how Congress might handle this budget?
Yes, Naira, to be honest with you, because, look, there was this really wonky term in the budget extension last week called reconciliation. You'll remember we talked a lot about that when we reported on health care, when we reported on tax reform, that they needed to get through the process of reconciliation in order to allow them to get just a 51-vote threshold as opposed to a larger majority. That is out the window. And for conservatives, as a part of last week's budget, so for conservatives who wanted to keep that 51-vote threshold to make it easier for them to get stuff done, that's gone. That means that on something like infrastructure, which this White House really would like to get done, it's going to make it very difficult for them, or if they want to get it done, they've got to attract Democrats and risk, of course, losing conservatives.